Two. Well, those weeks just roll by, don't they, during the holidays? So here we are, December 11th. Wow, wow. That means my daughter is due to give birth tomorrow.
Wow.
Ooh, Grandpa. All
Woo!
right.
We'll see if that happens on schedule. And we're on schedule here at Fine Music. Yeah, there's your smooth segue. Fine Music, episode 302. Our leadoff man, Fred, is chomping at the bit. We better let him go.
Today I'm talking about the artist Laura Nyro.
Oh, good.
Not generally of her studio recordings, but of her live recordings. She was a charismatic singer, songwriter. During the 60s, a lot of people had hits with her songs. Unfortunately, she never had a very major hit. Her highest peak was on the singles chart was a cover of Up on the Roof. She was earthly and part spiritual, and I think there was no one at the time who wrote like she did with the imagery she used of the city and the streets and people, characters she met. The blues, jazz, gospel, pop, and R&B sound was incredible. And she had a big influence on a lot of other singers who came after her. She was always intense and impersonal. Her first live was Seasons of Life, a 1977 recorded release, only with 10 cuts. She wanted a double album. That didn't happen until later after she died. She died in 1997 at 49 years old, unfortunately, of cancer. This was reissued and it featured all 16 songs that she wanted on in the release. And it has John Tropea, who played guitar with like Van Morrison. She has a whole bunch of jazz players on this live set when she went on tour, and he just lifts her songs right up. It starts out with a great guitar line kicking off the song Money, and I Am the Blues. Her vocals just shine brilliantly on this live recording.
And that's the news. No, okay.
Whoa.
We've temporarily lost Fred to internet signals. Hopefully he'll come back. I was just going to mention, if Fred wants to get this video a lot of hits, all you got to do is say that Laura Nyro sounds like Taylor Swift.
Then there's Laura Nyro live at the bottom line.
Yeah.
It's her 10th album. There's 16 songs on this. Sony Records didn't want to put it out, so it got released on Cypress Records in 1988 concert. It has some other songs that were never released before at the time: Park Street, Roll the Ocean. She does a version of High Heel Sneakers. She has a 4-piece band backing her up on this recording and some backup singers. Then again, in 93 and 94, she has concerts that were recorded. The Looms Desire, and their concerts also at the bottom line. It came out in 2002 on Rounder Records, and it's very compelling set, 2 CD set with 24 songs, crosses her whole career. The harmonies are great. The backup singers, her piano just shines. And then after she died a number of years later, in 2004, Sony released a live concert from the Fillmore East that was recorded in 71 called Spread Your Wings and Fly. And that starts off with a song that was never released, American Dove. And she has another song on there, Mother Earth. And she does great songs. You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman, Walk On By, Up on the Roof. It's an intimate and passionate, intense album, just her and piano. She played about 4 or 5 times over the years at the Fillmore. She opened up for even Miles Davis. But this recording was done a month before the Fillmore East closed, and it's a great album. Real intense and personal. Another album that was released that's a live recording is from Japan, Trees of the Ages. Came out in 2021. It's a 1994 concert she did in Japan. 16 tracks are on this, and it opened up with Dedicated to the One I Love. It's just her on piano and harmony singers backing her up. There's one more that I like. It's Live from the Mountain stage, a radio broadcast that was done in 1990. Came out in 2000. It's clear and recording her and piano. If you're really a fanatic of Laura Nyro, there's a 3 CD set called Live Broadcasts that brings together a lot of her radio broadcasts and puts it on a 3 CD set. All her live albums, she comes across clear, intense, like I said, and very personal. She has a great bluesy voice, goes up and down, and just clear and passionate. I recommend any of her live recordings.
Any comment, Jim?
Yeah, the song that I remember
This
most
is the
is Stony Inn
Spread
and
Your
Stone
Wings.
Soul Picnic. Those 2 songs. Those songs are the ones from Laura Nyro that I remember most clearly. And apparently she had like a 3-octave range, you know. I'm reading a wiki entry right now. And you know, just a really interesting singer. Really interesting. Too young.
She once considered joining Blood, Sweat, and Tears when they were looking for a new lead singer.
Wow.
And then her then manager, David Geffen, talked her out of it.
Oh,
They had a hit with And When I Die
sure. Many hits.
that they recorded.
Yeah. But that she wrote. Is that
She
right?
wrote it, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's episode 302. Fred Whitlock has just compared Laura Nyro to Taylor Swift.
No.
And this
I
video
would
is going to
say
get a
Ricky
million
Lee
hits.
Jones or
No, I'm just saying, messing around because we're trying to expand our audience right now. All right, let that go.